Most athletes would love to continue to play the sport that they've played their whole life, but not all have the opportunity to in college. Today we're going to talk about Ben Bilotti and how he was able to stay in the baseball community that he loved while also building his own brand for the future.
Started off by doing college radio, and soon COVID hit in quarantine, so that snowballed into a podcast that I coined Behind the Dish Sports, which with my roommate and high school friend. We just started posting clips on Instagram, a little bit on TikTok, but mostly just YouTube, just for fun. And see how we get on.
Bilotti grew up in Rhode Island while playing baseball his whole life. After graduating from the Proud School in 2019, he knew he could not start a brand by just filming a podcast in his room with his friends from high school. So he started thinking about how he could make this podcast more successful.
The main point of it was to see as many stories as possible. We didn't really care if you were someone special, famous per se. It just mattered if you had a story to tell. So I ended up reaching out, got in contact with a lot of minor league baseball players, a few beat reporters like Chris Cotillo from Mass Live, Steve Peralt from Bleacher Report, and then eventually, just through college connections, my friend Matt was able to get Hall of Famer Tom Glavine on.
Having Hall of Famers on your podcast is no small thing, and this experience was a stepping stone in Bilotti's attempt to stay in the baseball community. He now works for a company called Just Baseball Media, where he manages their YouTube page and podcasts.
So it's been really cool to learn what topics are interesting in the baseball community and the sports community, but specifically baseball. It's helped me grow not only as a sports-minded individual, but as a marketing individual, learning more about SEO and keywords for searching, and just content management in general.
I'm here at Old Mountain Field, where Bilotti also worked as an assistant GM for the Ocean State Waves. This is where he worked on the business side of things and added even more to his skill set.
So essentially, I was scouting, which is a super cool way to stay connected to the game. And then aside from that, it was just learning more about growing a business, minor league baseball business almost, creating events such as our annual Brew Tour, or continuing events such as the Brew Tour, reaching out to vendors to come raise money for an organization that is a nonprofit and usually just breaks even. So I was able to create a lot of new events as well as continue old ones, scout players, and just grow as a sports marketing individual.
With all these tools in his set, Bilotti has been able to form a brand that will grow while also staying connected to the world of baseball that he loves. Check out Behind the Dish Sports podcast on YouTube, with more episodes coming soon. With that, I'm Jack Dowd, Com 204 Sports.